Hey, how y'all doing again? I'm coming to you today in regarding to the institution system and how it hinders not just black people but and brown people, but people that are in poverty. I was just thinking this. Now check this out, and it's very unjust. If you take somebody, and this doesn't matter your color, race, or creed, it depends on your wealth and your status in life. If I get arrested for a certain crime, say for instance any kind of crime, even a non-violent crime, say for instance it's a non-violent crime, right? And my bond is $40,000. Who has $40,000 lying around? Or if your family members are go what, put up their house or something to get you out of jail, most people have to whatever they have to do, scam, whatever they have to do to get the money to get their family out. If you pay the full bond amount, then you get you get your money back. But most people sure can't afford the full bond amount. So what do? You go to the mom and pop across the street, which is a bail bonding company, and they able to put their money up, right? And you pay a percentage of that. Say if it's a percentage of the 40, whatever the percentage is, and you 40,000, 10, whatever, and you pay $4,000. Who has $4,000 lying around? And if you don't, I mean, even if you do, you're not wealthy, so it really hinders you. So it takes a serious toll, and that money you don't get back. So this enables the system to keep coming and the money flows through. The bad thing about that is that shows you that democracy doesn't care about the people and it's all about money. I'm in here for a non-violent crime and can't afford to get out. It should not be that way because you end up holding people in jail. Their family is at risk. They done lost their job, can't afford to pay their car notes or their bills because they incarcerated, and then they have to come up with this sum of money to get out of jail, which they won't receive back because they cannot afford the full bond. Most people of my collaborator, my status has to go to a bail bond. You don't get that money back. The bail money get it back. And this is why they're so keen on you coming back to fucking court and why they hold you to the standard. And I didn't deal with that two-person. But anyway, the system is unjust. Maybe they should make the system where if you're not a non-violent person and your crime is not to extent of rape or murder, you should be able to get out on your past, just like a point system the feds do. If you are a violent criminal or repeat offender, then maybe they should hold you. But they should not. They should let everybody PR out, especially a person that has a job. If you're a sustainable citizen, paying your taxes, a law-abiding, and doing whatever you have to do to support your family, they should not let you risk and lose everything behind crimes that are non-violent. This is the American system. It needs to be revised, relooked at, and redone. This is just simple. I'm not finna rant a lot. I just want y'all to think about it, and you can elaborate yourselves. But just think about how the system operates, and if you're poor and can't afford lawyers, you can end up in prison for the rest of your life for a crime you didn't commit because you can't afford this system and the way it works. Or you can, if you say, for instance, nobody has no money in your family, you can be in jail for 9 months for a non-violent crime. What does that do to your family? You can't support your family. You lose your job. You lose your cars. You have to substitute. Or what you gonna do with your kids? You have to figure out everything. The system is corrupt, and America knows that, but they don't correct these issues. I don't know where to start. I'm just ranting. I just noticed the problem. I thought about it, and I'm bringing it to y'all. Like I don't have a solution for it. It's a long way we got to go in America. It's farther than the other issue we have for racial issue. We have a lot of problems in America. And America is not the freest country in the world when America is incarcerating more people than any other country in the world. I just want y'all to recognize the truth. All I do is I come and tell the truth, and it might not be the truth. I'm speaking out of my mind, and I like the dialogue. I'm not gonna get mad. I'm just speaking out of my mind, and I like to. I'm talking, and I just was sitting here thinking about it. You know, it's different. If you're rich, you can damn near get away with crimes. And why is white collar crime more lenient than me getting caught a drug dealer trying to survive A black guy coming out of poverty trying to support my family. What makes me look bad? Why am I such an outlaw and get sentenced to 50 years? When you get these people that commit scandals and subject to take away everybody's lifestyle, they take away billions, they scam people out of billions of dollars from the banks and everywhere, and all they get is a slap on the wrist. If I sell one rock, I get 50 years. Is it because of my color? Sometimes I don't believe it's that. I think it's because of poverty in the system. It's all about money. But if I had the money to defend myself with the high-power lawyers, then I'm able to be free. This is not justice. This is not right. This is not loyal. This is not nothing. This is the worst shit I ever had. And I'm not that intelligent, but I know goddamn well that this is fucked up. This is justice. This is not a game. This is not somebody. This ain't no fucking Tetris, man. This is somebody's life you playing with, their livelihood and their family. Just imagine a person like you just trying to work and take care of your family. You and your wife got a job and y'all barely making it. And your husband or your wife get caught up in some non-violent crime and it's a first offense. It don't matter. If you can't come up with that money, you're going to have to go pay a fundsman. It's going to be thousands of dollars that y'all don't have. Put all your family in risk. You could lose your cars and it keeps you living check to check. This system is made to conquer all. America don't give a fuck about shit, and it's worse if you color, but it goes against everybody. Even if you're white and poor, you still can feel this system and the wrath of this system. And if you are a poor white man, like I heard a comedian say, you just one shower and one suit away from being successful. A black man with a Harvard degree has a less chance of being successful than a white man with no degree and a bum. And I'm not hating on my white brothers and sisters because they have helped us and carried us through a lot of times. I always tell people that it's hard, I know, to distinguish between the two, but all people need to come together. This is not no race issue. If you start thinking about race and looking at people from the color of your skin, and yes, we're different. It doesn't fucking matter. You cannot go into that mind state because then you is just as bad as the person that is a racist, because you're looking at race and trying to figure out the well-being or how somebody fits in your system because of their color. You have to judge people by their character and how they carry themselves and how they go about life. It's just me talking again. You know, I like to give out these motivation speeches. But yeah, I just be thinking about that. If you're a poor person in America, man, you got it bad. And it's not the freest country. And think about this shit. I was just thinking, I want to go to Africa. Why? And they was like, well, you got to get shots to go to fucking Africa. You can go anywhere on the fucking planet, right? But if I go to my homeland, Africa, I have to get some kind of shot. Man, we don't carry no motherfucking disease. That's the most bullshit I ever heard. Anywhere else. Guatemala, Mexico, Honduras. But if I go to Africa I have to get shots, I'm not going to let nobody stick no fucking needle in me. So it's just some stuff I be random thinking about it, man. They make it seem like this and that. But Africa is really a beautiful place. If you really want to know about Africa and you can't afford to go there, talk to people that come from there and they'll tell you the truth. You know, I don't know what the fuck is going on with this world, man, but it's a lot of things going on under the cabinet. It's just me ranting again. I just thought I'd put some topics. I'm not going to elaborate too much because I can just keep going and going, but I just want to spit that truth. Think about the system. And think about it, man. You can get your kids can get locked up for some bullshit, and if you ain't got the money, they can lose their life and be categorized as a criminal for the rest of their life and never be able to redeem themselves. This is America, and this is what America's about. And it's just it. Thank you.